Almost forgot to unmute myself there, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into tonight's broadcast of Fresno State Rocket League over here on twitch.tv/ Fresno State ES. I'm going to be your one-man band for the night, Mr. Ricky J. And yeah, we got an exciting one tonight as Fresno State Blue is going to be retaking Champions Arena as they are going to be having a doubleheader tonight. First of this doubleheader is going to be against UAH White. And then following this match at 7:45, they will be taking the pitch once again, and they will be taking on UH Premier for their Week 8 matchup. Now, here's the crazy thing. For the first time in a long time, I'm able to say this. All three teams are playing at the same time. So we were trying to figure out what games we want to broadcast, and at the end of the day, we felt like it was just easier to broadcast both Fresno State Blue matches and avoid time conflicts with Red playing at 7:30 and then Maroon playing at 8 o'clock. So, hey, we get a doubleheader, but we get to see Fresno State Blue, like I said, taking the pitch tonight. And right now, I'm actually taking a look at the standings. So let's go ahead and just take a look at that real quick. Did I press the wrong thing? I'm pretty confident I pressed the wrong thing. Give me 1 second while I get the actual sheet up. But no, Fresno State Blue, they have been playing really well as of lately. They've been on a really good streak of wins, and they have honestly shown no signs of stopping alongside with Fresno State Red as well. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to just pull up the master sheet real quick, and we'll be able to see where the team currently sits at. So last time we checked in Fresno State Blue, they were currently sitting at a 2-2 record. However, they have improved to a 6-2 record, but they have a chance to put themselves even further up along in the driver's seat. Last time we checked in on UAH White, they are sitting with a 4-1 record with a 14-4 match differential. So they've been a strong contender. Whereas for UH Premier, they're sitting on the other end of the spectrum where they're sitting with a 1-4 record. Hang on, just give me 1 second. Need to communicate one thing real quick. All right, there we go. But yeah, anyways, Fresno State Blue, they've been looking really strong in their Southwest Division, and so has Fresno State Red as well. I mean, both teams they've been looking strong and look to carry their momentum as they're actually getting really close to what is the end of the season. So we're excited to see Fresno State Blue back on the pitch, where they're looking tonight to secure an even higher seeding than what they're already anticipated to have once the schedule is back up and updated. Whereas the only team really they don't have a chance to contest with is UC Santa Barbara right now, which are sitting at the 1 seed from the last time this was updated. So I'll go ahead and I'll keep you guys updated on seeding on that. But let's go ahead and talk about this Fresno State lineup, where we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the roster for Rocket League Blue. Let me go ahead and let me just do this, and let's transition on over. So you got Lalo, Hinaha, and Regicide as your starting 3-4 tonight. And no, this roster is insane. The way this whole entire team can just communicate, get a good game plan in mind, and the thing that stands out with them compared to like something like Fresno State Red is their teamwork. I mean, it is nothing short of fantastic. Just the way they're able to set things up. You'll typically see one like carry it off to the side, and then it'll just be set up centered, and then they'll typically try to like follow up each other as well, and it'll just continue to just dominate and just steamroll off of that. So I'm excited to see how Fresno State Blue are going to perform, and let's say we are going to be heading on it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for some Rocket League? Because we are about to head on in. Let's go ahead and transition on over as we are ready to get started. As it looks like, I think it's going to be UAH actually going to be on the orange side. Yeah, so things are actually going to be flipped around from what you see. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and make the adjustment real quick as we are. Go ahead and we'll get things started here. So the opening kickoff is going to go in favor of UAH, but Fresno State quick to switch things over to the other side. As you scratch out, the Dogs won the opening kickoff, but the Dogs keeping this control over on UAH's side of the field. But Space going to maintain control out of boost, which tries to maintain control, but is cleared away by Red side Cammy, though, with a good follow through before it's cleared away by Lalo. Lalo has an opportunity, but it is just cleared away before Regicide could do anything with it. And both teams coming off with a very aggressive pace to start things off. Regicide with a good little save, but the Dogs currently at a one-man disadvantage with Hinaha getting demoed. Lalo, though, doing a good job playing inside the pitch, and Hinaha once again demoed in the back of his own goalie's box. And the Dogs with an opportunity here. The ball set up for Hinaha, who sets it on over to the left side of the pitch before it bounces off into the corner. And UAH is going to just take a moment here and regain control. UAH doing a solid job as they're looking to maintain this solid pace. And they're showing no signs of stopping at the moment. But the ball staying on this other half of the field. Fresno State UAH maintaining this pressure here. But once again, both teams just contesting back and forth. Lalo sets it up on the back wall. Hinaha follows up through. But an opportunity here, Space gets received. Birdicide looking to bait pitch off the back wall, but it just goes to the opposite side. Hinaha, though, with the follow-up, takes a shot. Be more able to clear things away. And as you reach past the 2-minute mark and have 3 minutes left in this first opening match, both teams doing a good job, though. And Lalo follows up off of Hinaha's late miss. And now the Dogs, they're on the offensive here. The ball trickles on down, but it's cleared away by Beemore. But Lalo doesn't get the right angle, though, and now it's UAH looking to be on the offensive here. Like I said at the start, it's actually switched around than what you guys see at the top. I'm go ahead and we are making the fix at the moment. Lalo gets a shot, barely cleared away in time by Space. Ball gonna be centered up for Hina, who takes it up in center, looking to maintain control, but runs out of boost. And UAH now look to maintain control here, but the Dogs, they're keeping their rotation good. Lalo slowing things down, though. Ball ticked away. Hinaha looking for a center off the corner. Will not be able to convert. Red side wins the ground 50-50 and looks to continue to push on through. As the Dogs, they're not giving UAH even a chance to go on the offensive. They've maintained control over the past minute and a half. UAH has an opportunity there as Regicide misses the 50-50. And another shot for UAH to maintain control. It goes in their favor. Space flying on in from midfield. Won't be able to convert on through as Kami is battered away by Hinaha. And with a minute and a half left, it's just going to take one mistake, and that mistake is unfortunately coming through for the Dogs as Beemore off the wall is able to just get past that defense. And UAH are going to be on the board first. The Dogs, they're going to have to look to try to equalize things up here. Opening kickoff stays up at midfield, but cleared away by UAH. You're not going to set up Lalo, but quickly batted away by UAH as we slowly reaching 60 seconds left into the match. And here we go. We are now set up, but as we get set up here on our end, it is UAH capitalizing and getting their second goal. And here we go. We now have things fixed up. Oh, hold up. Give us a second. We're going to go ahead and fix that for you guys. There we go. Nice and fixed now. So UAH is on the right side. Fresno State's on the right side as well. But no, with 40 seconds left, the Dogs, they got to come with an attack and quick. Kami setting up for Emor, who's able to clear things away. Dogs have an opportunity, but Hinaha gets demoed for the third time in this match. Red side, though, able to follow on through, but won't be able to maintain control as the ball is cleared away. With 19 seconds left, it looks like UAH is going to be able to win match number 1. And like I said, this UAH team did come in with a strong start to the season. And like I said, they're going to be able to continue that momentum as we reach down with 1 second left here. Last chance for the Dogs to get one more on the board. And Space going to be able to knock things down. That's going to be one on the board for UAH. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard before we get into our post-match setup, where Bmore absolutely carrying with 528 as the score with his 3 shots and his 4 saves. And we're going to go ahead and get a quick intermission, as it looks like we are going to switch servers. But yeah, UAH are going to be first on the board. A strong start for this team. But one thing I want to look out for the Dogs is, are they going to be able to do anything off the offensive? That was one thing they did kind of struggle with, as they had numerous shots on goal, but just simply didn't have that way to where they didn't have like that simple setup shot that set up the rest of their team for success. But we'll see if they are going to be able to do so here, as you start off with match number 2, or game number 2 rather, in this best of 5. And already it's UAH already on the offensive there. Bmore setting up maybe for Kami, but Kami not up on the attack. As Fresno State, they're looking to send 3. Lalo misses his opportunity, and that's going to force Inaha to get sent back. He is able to contest, though, and that's set up perfectly for Red side. Looking to maintain control there. He tries to come on in with the juke on space, but won't convert. But who will convert is going to be Lalo. As Regicide, he's able to convert on through with the shot that's able to defer away, draw attention away from Lalo, as he's able to get 1 on the board. And that's the first one for the Dogs in this first match on the night. And his kickoff going to go in favor of Fresno, as Hinaha maintains control. Bmore is able to clear things off to the left side before it gets handed on off to Kami. Kami looking to maintain control as he's able to bounce it off over to Lalo. Ball centered for Bmore, but the shot is way above the post as it bounces off the wall. Red side and Lalo looking into a 2v3 offensive attack. Hinaha still playing back, and now goes on the offensive as he takes on over into the corner. Set up for Hinaha, who isn't able to capitalize. Red side whipping for his shot as well. And Lalo just looking to contest as the shot is going on goal for Kami. Bounce off the back wall and is going to miss. Bmore looking to strike, and he will do so. Coming on in from midfield. And he's able to get that waterfall shot off into his favor, as the score is equalized once more. Match equalized once again, as the ball is pinched over and actually read perfectly by Hinaha. Hinaha maintaining control, bounced it off the wall. Red side has an opportunity here, but it is contested, and it just simply bounces off the wall. Ball still in control of possession before cleared away by Bmore for UAH. Kami able to get the read away, though, from Lalo, but Red side carries it off the wall. But Bmore once again reading it perfectly. A strong performance so far for Bmore for UAH. And as we're slowly reaching 2 minutes into this match, and both teams are kind of neck and neck. And Red side going to bounce off the wall, but no one for Fresno State able to capitalize. Bass Space tries to maintain control. Hinaha is contesting it up. And the Dog is doing a good job of winning these aerial battles. But UAH are taking control onto the ground and putting things into their favor. Space taking things up into space as he comes on down from the outer atmosphere. gets a simple ground shot, and Lalo not able to clear it away. Sends it off into his own goal. And now both teams contest at midfield as UAH once again has a lead. And Lalo off the wall! Able to convert for a shot and equalize things up in less than 10 seconds. And just unfortunate timing there as UAH not able to recoup their off the kickoff. And once again, things are all tied up. The kickoff rolls off the wall, and it's Beemore getting the first touch. And Beemore doing a good job of maintaining control before Hinaha looks to contest. Red aside. Let's clear things away. He's able to... The ball's able to outspeed the defender. And the Dogs, they get the lead once again. Red aside. Just with a good shot to the right side of the post into the corner. And Kami not able to keep up enough speed. Just not enough boost. As the Dogs, they are up 3-2 with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. And off this kickoff, it goes into the left side of Fresno State's pitch. Red side looks to clear things away, but he is met with contest. Red side, though, able to take the spot up into the air and sends it on over to the left side of UAH's field before it's cleared away. Space looks to take a shot, but Lalo able to clear things away before it reaches on into the goal box. UAH commits 2, but none are able to take the shot. Ball staying in the left corner before as Space takes on up into the air. But Hinaha not getting juked away this time by Space. Lalo wins the 50-50 up in midair and is maintaining great control before getting demoed. Ball centered on up though. Kami takes a shot, but Red side clears it away before it even has a chance. And Lalo takes a shot with a great collision there by Regicide. Regicide able to clear away Kami, who's looking to contest in the goalie's box. And we are seeing a phenomenal offensive match here to start things up in game number 2, as Fresno State are putting up 4 in the second second game, and we're not even at the 1 minute mark yet. Ball approaches onto the UAH side of the pitch as Beemore doing a good job maintaining control before it is contested at midfield. Space setting it up for Kami. A little bit of miscommunication there, but Kami looking to set up, takes a shot, but is scared away by Kami. But Space able to get a second chance effort, takes up on the wall, but no one there from UAH to capitalize. Ball bounced off the wall. Kami looked for a shot, but was cleared away by Lalo. And Lalo comes on in also with the second demo here. And as UAH has 2 players looking to regroup, the Dogs are doing a good job of maintaining the tempo. Ball cleared away over to the right side as Lalo able to get the ball, taking things up into the air, but Beemore just swats it away. Ball bounced off the wall in the second chance ever for the Dogs, but Hinaha cleared away by Kami. Beemore going to take things off the wall, looking to set up a center, but it's not going to do. And as you reach 10 seconds left, you hear the crowd counting down. And as the clock winds down, the ball staying on the right corner of UAH's side. It is just going to reach on down and tie things up in this match. The Dogs are able to equalize things up as you are going to be switching on over to East servers. But man, a great way to equalize things for the Dogs. In the last match, we saw a defensive effort, but this time around, it was all about the attack. It was all about offense, and we saw a ton of it. 6 goals in total. We didn't see a single goal until roughly about 3.5 minutes into the previous game. This time around, it was just goal after just around a minute. And both teams just exchanging blows back and forth. And I'm loving what we're seeing. And Fresno State doing a really good job once again at just solid communication throughout. And as we head on over into game number 3, we'll see what plan of attack both teams are going to come into. Are we going to see a defensive standstill like we saw in the previous one? Or are we going to see a good, strong attack like we saw in game number 2? We're about to find out as here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is going to roll onto Fresno State's side. And Space able to get the first touch off of it as Kami sets on off into the corner. It's going to get sent before Red side clears things away. Ball getting carried by Beemore off the UAH right corner and off the contest base. Able to set things up toward midfield. Kami takes a shot. Set up by for Beemore. Or sorry for Space, but it's not able to come through. And it's set for Beemore. And Beemore right in the box. He's able to get the shot on goal. He's out Hinaha. Trying to clear things away. Doesn't have enough speed. Was set up perfectly for the assist. Set up for Beemore. Is just able to get a simple backflip. And UAH are up on the board first. And shoots kickoff here. Red side looking to take an aggressive approach here. Taking things up into the air, but simply won't be able to do enough with the limited boost he has. Space now on the offensive here. Has an opportunity off a second chance effort. Won't be able to convert. But still has plenty of opportunities here. But nothing happening yet for UAH after their first goal. Ball staying up in midfield. Lalo looking to get a shot. And Space, he was simply dead. He's not doing anything. A member disconnected. But UAH is second to other members. 2 other members are doing a great job. Hinaha sets it up for potentially Lalo. But Lalo won't be able to do anything. A member still AFK. Red side demoed, making this a 2v2 for the short time. Hinaha trying to set up for Lalo. And Kami able to regroup. Space loses connection. As right now it is currently a 3v2. Beemore able to clear things away as Fresno State, knowing there are men up, are able to convert. With Lalo coming on through onto the left side. And a great solid effort from both Kami and Beemore. But you can only do so much when you're in a 3v2. It's like having a Bronze member on your team who just simply can't do anything. Space able to reconnect. But by the time he does, things are already all tied up and back to base. And with 3 minutes left, let's see what the Dogs are going to be able to do here. Or what UAH are going to do. Are they going to be able to rebuttal here and get back up on top of the board? But it's Fresno State that are going to be able to do so. As Hinaha comes on through. Lalo off the corner. Just set it up perfectly for Hinaha. The Dogs make work and are back up taking a lead. And are able to make further up that lead as Red decide off the kickoff. Simply just does it solo. A lot of miscommunication here from UAH following the reconnect. As Fresno State are able to convert with just 2 straight. Following Space's reconnection. An opportunity for UAH. As they might have an opportunity to slow things down here. As it looked like they did win the kickoff. And Beemore like set up for Kami. Tries to take a shot on the right side, but it's cleared away by Hinaha. And Hinaha off the save. Trying to maintain control, but simply runs out of boost with a little bit too much speed. But Kami looks to follow on through. Takes it up from midfield. Great control, but Red side able to get the clear. But it's set up perfectly for Beemore, who comes on through from center midfield. And he's able to come on through, and he's able to get a goal. And it is UAH able to narrow down the lead to half. As kickoff is going to roll onto Fresno State's half of the pitch, but maintained in possession by the Dogs. But Kami playing very aggressively. But unfortunately for UAH, it looks like they are currently in a 2v3 as their space disconnects once again. Regicide maintaining control, but stopped and distracts by B-More inside the goalie's box. And right now the ball cleared away, but deferred away by Regicide to the other half of the pitch. Kami, though, still on the aggressive as UAH look to find that equalizing goal. And they have a minute and 30 to find it. Kami takes a shot, but cleared away by Lalo. And Hinaha has an opportunity here. Kami and B-More cross at the perfect time as Kami is able to clear things away. Regicide, though, has an opportunity here in the left corner of UAH's pitch. Tries to center things up, but not with enough momentum, though. B-More playing aggressively. 9 boosts in hand. Looks to try to maybe get a setup shot, but it's cleared away by Lalo before you do anything with it. Kami and B-More boosting their way over to try to be on the defense. But Kami does a good job to clear things away. But Regicide with the numbers advantage. Able to take advantage of the 2-man push. Able to simply get a little bit of a knock and rolls into the goal as the Dogs maintain a 4-2 lead now with less than a minute left. And UAH, you're looking to just move on into into game number 4. As right now you're still a man down. I mean, it's not impossible, but it seems like it. As with 30 seconds left, and with the Dogs having a numbers advantage, this might just be simply too much for both Kami and B-More. As the Dogs, they are just keeping the pedal to the metal, as this is just about written up. The Dogs are going to be set up for series point, as the ball is just traded away back and forth at midfield. Regicide maintaining control as the ball is going to fall and kept up for a little bit longer before it hits the ground as Fresno State take away game number 2. As UAH, they're going to come away and they are going to be getting a sub. And B-More still did a phenomenal job despite being a man down. And UAH, they are going to be coming away, or going to be coming in with a sub. Coming on through is going to be Slick Rick in favor of Space, who seem to be having connection issues. So we'll go ahead and see if Slick Rick is set up and ready to go for the side of UAH. But a solid job from the Dogs, from keeping their foot on the gas pedal, setting themselves up, and we're just simply able to just take full advantage of the numbers they have. However, heading into game number 3, they are still going to be sticking into East servers. So this match, it's either going to end up with Fresno State taking 3-1 with 2 of those games happening on East servers, or potentially a game number 3 heading back onto West servers for the Dogs. Because, no, keep in mind, the Dogs right now are playing on 88 ping, and they're still putting up a good solid game right now. But let's go ahead and head back on into the field as we have game number 4 set up and ready to go. As here comes the kickoff. B-More getting the first touch, but sets it up for Kami, who tries to take on into the right side of the pitch, but it won't be able to do so. Lalo sets up on midfield for Hinaha. Hinaha tries to bounce it up, or Lalo tries to bounce off the ball, but won't be able to do so. As the ball is bounced off onto the left side, was on goal, but Hinaha, with good awareness, so is able to clear things away. Fresno State does a good job of clearing things away onto the UAH side of the pitch, but B-More, once again, has just been a strong attacker for UAH and sets up the new man on the block. Slick Rick comes on through with a goal off the back. Hits the top, a little bit off the top left corner. And UAH once again are up on the board with a 1-0 lead. And Hinaha has the opportunity to set on up, but B-More comes on through with the read. And Fresno State look to go on the attack. Lalo in a 1v2. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Has the ball cleared away by B-More off the wall. But Lalo gets a good read. But is able to maintain a little bit of control before getting contested. And Lalo actually knocks Regicide, leaving Hinaha as the last man back. But he's able to set up a good attack. Regicide not able to get the hit onto the wall. Fresno State maintaining a solid job though. Hinaha does pinch it on off though. So clears it away to the other side. And Kami looks to get a good push off of this. Sets up on the attack. Regicide gets the first clear, but Slick Rick is coming on through, as he is being the protagonist in game number 4, as he's already set up with his second goal. And here we go with the kickoff once again, and I just realized we have not been getting games done. I am so sorry for that, chat. Ball cleared away by B-More off the top of the post. It is going to be missed, but Lalo comes on in with the save. And the ball hits off the post once again for B-More. As Fresno State, they are surviving barely by the skin of their teeth. But this attack needs to come into fruition soon, as we bypass 2 minutes into the match. And so far it's UAH into control. But however, Lalo strikes with an opportunity for the Dogs. Again, set up by Regicide. And off the back wall once again, it's the Dogs able to come on through. The Dogs cut the lead to half. As Hinaha is going to set up the kickup for the Dogs to look to maintain control. And they were able to clear things away though before getting demoed. And Red Side might have an opportunity here, 1v1, but Slick Rick does a good job, able to try to knock things away. And a setup here for UAH won't come into fruition. And Lalo knocks the ball away from Slick Rick, who looks for his third. Another setup by Kami, blocked away by Regicide. And Fresno State has an opportunity here to maybe find their breath. Ball contested here for 50-50, but stays at midfield. Regicide takes a shot onto the left side, but barely above the post. And might have found a opportunity here to outsmart Kami. And that sets up Regicide perfectly, as we are all tied up here in game number 4. And Hinaha with a great center to Regicide. As the Dogs, they come away here. We are all tied up. Ball off kickoff goes to UAH's side. And Hinaha! What a string of goals for Fresno State, making 3 in a row now. And once again, Fresno State just off the back wall, have someone follow up, and are able to get another goal. And now UAH, they've just lost complete control of this match. As Fresno State, they are starting to snowball here, as they're looking to end things now. A 3-2 match is where we're at, but a great demo from Camelog sets up the goal for B-More, and we are all tied up. Kami playing in front of the ball just smashes off of Regicide. And UAH are able to regroup. Kickoff. Gonna give Lalo an opportunity here to maintain control, but B-More able to contest and knock the ball away. And Slick Rick off the right side, he gets the hat trick on this match, ladies and gentlemen. Our first hat trick on the night. as the triple one bounced into the goal. And UAH recaptured their lead. And Kamey off another demo. So once again, the Dogs are finally able to clear things away. Beemore demos Lalo. And with the man advantage, Beemore gets his second. And with 1 minute left, UAH is looking at game number 5. As both teams, they're putting up a great showing here. As kickoff to Fresno, but won't be able to do anything with it. Ball centered up though for Lalo, who's able to bounce off onto the corner. Has a chance to get the second touch, but it's Hinaha that comes on through from midfield. And the Dogs, they're not out of game 4 just yet. And what a setup from Lalo. Both blockers focused on him and just cleared the shot away. Takeoff gonna be set up for Kamey. Lalo not able to contest, and it's set up for Beemore, who continues to establish this 2-goal lead for UAH White. And man, oh man, we are continuing to be set up for game number 5. But the Dogs, they have been resilient throughout this whole entire game. Ball slowly rolling away. No one from Fresno State yet to touch, as Lalo is demoed. UAH with an opportunity here as 3 men are in the goal box for Fresno State. 20 seconds left for the Dogs to be able to come up with something. Red side might have an opportunity here, but the ball cleared away by Slick Rick. 50 seconds left on the clock. The ball bounced off the wall. Red side has a read, but it is going to be cleared away. And the Dogs, they might be out of time here. Ball going to be able to bounce off the wall. The Dogs are going to have to come up with a miraculous shot here. And that's going to do it, as the Dogs, they're going to come away. Going to let game number 4 slip away. As we are going to be heading to a deciding game number 5. Man, we got ourselves a heater, ladies and gentlemen, to start things off. And here's the biggest thing to take into consideration, folks, as we head on into game 5 into DFH Stadium. We are going to be heading onto Fresno State servers. UAH are going to be sticking with 84 ping, as Dogs, they're going to have ping into their advantage. And with the way the games have been, that is maybe the deciding factor. We're going to go ahead and head on in as this first kickoff. Looks like it's going to go in favor of UAH. Slick Rick looks like a set up for Beemore, but that shot not fast enough, and Fresno side is able to get the save. Ball cleared away to the left side of Fresno State's half of the field. And Beemore sets up potentially for Slick Rick. Bounce off the wall, but won't be able to do anything with it. Red side taking up the left wall as it switch on over to UAH territory. Red side does run out of booster, so things are going to be cleared away to Fresno State's half the pitch instead. Slick Rick looked to maintain control. Ball knocked away. And Hinaha clears the ball away to UAH's side. Kamey with the touch before it gets knocked away by Hinaha. The ball staying on the left side of the field. And Beemore continues that trend up as he takes it and clears it away from the goalie's box. The ball cleared away for UAH before Lalo contests at midfield. Hinaha bounced off the wall, and that's set up perfectly for Lalo, but he didn't have the read. Gets the second touch. Put off. Yeah, cannot talk, but it's off target. Now it's the opportunity for UAH, but it will not come into fruition. A minute and a half into the match, and no one has yet to get a shot into the net. Both teams looking for an opportunity, but no one able to convert just yet. Slick Rick look for an opportunity to hit off onto the wall, but he is going to be missing, unfortunately. The ball rolls off the top of the arena, and B-More is going to miss it. The 50-50 though by Slick Rick goes into his favor. Hinaha though, that'll come on through with the save as he rolls on into his net. And Lalo gets the read, what's off the top of the post. Red side has to take a chance ever, but he is going to miss as well. B-More will be able to clear things off. Won't be able to do so, but Kami will. And once again, it's Slick Rick coming on through from midfield. He gets the shot on goal once again for UAH. And for the second time in a row, it is Slick Rick. We saw him with a hat trick in the previous match, in the previous game, as he strikes first blood. And the ball bounces off the corner to start things off. Hinaha able to bounce things away, but won't be able to do anything with that. Fresno State won the opening kickoff. Ball bounced off the wall, but Lalo with the miss. Hinaha looking for the second chance effort, won't be able to do so. Kami looks to clear things away, but Slick Rick able to get off the contest. The ball cleared away over to the left side. No one in the goalie's box. Hinaha able to waterfall it off, but no one with the read there as the ball was slightly off center. Red side sets it up for Lalo, but the ball a little bit too slow as B-More is able to clear things away with the save. Ball slowly rolling once again to UAH side of the pitch, but a good clear away by Slick Rick. And Fresno State coming on in through with good shots, but they're just simply too slow to be able to convert a single opportunity to equalize things out. And as we continue, as we are now 3 minutes in, the ball staying at midfield. It's going to be contested off, bounces off the corner of the pitch, but won't be able to do anything with it. Lalo can maintain control, is able to juke things up and breaks an axle. Ball has an opportunity here as it is centered. The ball contested by Kami is going to be able to bounce things away off the center. The waterfall opportunity falls away for the Dogs. Hinaha comes on in through with a bump as Red side takes a shot, but cleared away by Slick Rick. The ball staying on UAH side of the field. Kami able to clear things away, but Fresno State, they have maintained this tempo over the past 2 minutes and they are not showing any signs of letting go. Ball set up for Hinaha, but off the back wall and off the top of the post. And Lalo able to bounce things off his head and clear things away as Fresno State look to continue to establish this control. They're looking for this wall to break, but it has yet to do so for UAH. Hinaha may have another opportunity here, but UAH's defense leading to give Fresno State just their third loss. As there's 22 seconds left in a 1-0 contest. Fresno State looking to tie things up here. Ball contested at midfield, red side. Gets a tap, looking to set up Lalo or Hinaha, but none are able to get the read. But a shot on target for Kami, and that is going to be the nail in the coffin. Kami has been quiet on the offensive half, but he's finally able to do something with it. And ladies and gentlemen, that might just be the break UAH needed. As with 4 seconds left, that may just do it. Red side looks for a goal. Won't be able to come on through, but that will not matter as UAH come on through and are able to win in a 3-2 match. And the Dogs, unfortunately for them, their record is going to fall. How it's going to impact them, we'll find out later on. As they still have one more match. But we're going to go ahead, give our players a break, and more importantly, also give me a break. As we still have one more match in this doubleheader left to go. As next up, we will be seeing Fresno State Blue once again back up on the pitch as they will be taking on UH Premier in their week number 9 match for the day. We're gonna go ahead and take a short little break. We'll be back with more Fresno State Rocket League right after this quick intermission.
Beats.
Sorry for the longer intermission, but it looks like we are back for game number 2. As once again, I am Ricky J here. I'm sorry, I did not get notified that we were getting ready to start. But nonetheless, we are already set up. We are ready to go. As Fresno State, they are going to be on the blue side. UH Premier are going to be on the orange side. So this time, I have the scoreboard correct this time around. Feels good, man. As once again, we are just waiting for both teams to load on in. If we have both teams come on in, looks like we are still waiting. But you know what? That just means I get to talk with you guys a little bit more. That is awesome. So, what's up, guys? We are back as we are getting ready for for match number 2 on the day of this doubleheader, as Fresno State Blue are now taking on UH Premier. Now, from what the scoreboard has told me, currently UH Premier were previously sitting with a 1-4 record. So we'll see if, who knows, maybe UH Premier has improved a lot since then. Because then again, last time the scoreboard said Fresno State was at a 2-2 record. But right now the Dogs, they are currently sitting at a 4-3 record now. So go ahead and see how the Dogs are going to be able to do from here. Are they going to be able to capitalize things up and get back up into their winning ways? Because right now the Dogs, they are sitting pretty already at a shot of making playoffs. As the top 8 teams in their division will be able to make it on through into the playoff stage. And once again, we are just waiting for both teams to load on in, and we'll be set to go. Yeah, I believe we're just waiting for UH to join on in on the match, but unfortunately for us, they are not in just yet. But we shall see. But let's go ahead and give us a chance to talk about the previous game. As the Dogs, they did look solid. They did look solid, but just like at the end of the day, just that unexpected turn from both Slickrick and Beemore for UAH was just way too overwhelming for the Dogs. But man, both teams, they came in with the strong attack. But not only that, both teams' offenses were spectacular. Because there are times where I thought for sure UAH or Fresno State were going to come in with a great goal. But then someone would just make a miraculous save from either inside the goalie's box or coming on in through from a rotation. And we're just able to clear things away. It looks like I got a game. So like I said, we are just waiting. Alright, it looks like we are finally going to be able to jump on in. Just a little bit of miscommunication there on the match. But it looks like we are finally in. We are set up and we are ready to go. Just waiting to make sure that both teams are able to load on in. So it looks like all Fresno State in. We are just waiting for... sorry about that. We're just waiting for Houston to join on in now. Then we'll be set up and ready to go. And yep, they're able to make it on in. And like I said at the start, Fresno State gonna be on the blue side. UH is going to be on the orange side. And we're about to find out, is Fresno State gonna be able to come away and maintain that above 500 record they need, guarantee themselves a spot in playoffs? Or is Houston looking to play spoiler here? We're about to find out as we jump on into the action. And kickoff gonna be won kind of by Fresno State. Bob are trying to clear things away. But the ball is going to be set up toward Hinaha. He's going to try to take it up on the wall, but it is contested by Paul Blart. Ball slowly falling to the ground. And ooh, unfortunate for them, that's a little bit of a whip. Fresno side takes a shot. But Adam ready to clear things away for University of Houston. And right now the ball, honestly not gaining much speed here to start things off. Waiting for what we saw in the previous match. And Paul Bar tries to come in with a collision there to set up his man, but unfortunately a second man came through to clear things away for the Dogs. But that demo's gonna set up lay low though. Hinaha not only set up lay low off the corner, but a good demo blocks away the keeper. And Fresno State, they're gonna come away quickly with a 1-0 lead. That's how we head on into the kickoff. Lalo coming through from midfield in a 1v2, able to get past one, but won't be able to get past the second goalie. Ball staying on the right corner for University of Houston. Finally hoping to get cleared away by Adam. Lalo looks to contest and is able to set things up, but won't be able to do so for long. Red side playing back in the goalie's box, but he's a little bit further than he needed to, but luckily Lalo in a good position to get the block anyway. And Hinaha in 1v2, riding up the wall. Try to maybe set up for Lalo, but he won't be able to do so as the ball is on way too slow of a roll. And Pavard flying high, sets up into the corner, and as the road away, Hinaha able to knock it out back toward midfield. And we are slowly approaching 2 minutes with the trade of demos coming on through. A 2v2 for each team as both members are responding. Red side gets the clear away from Paul Blart, shot off the wall. But Adam looks to get a second chance effort, but once again it is cleared away. And then now a third chance effort from Paul Blart, but that won't be able to do so as well. Ball centered, but gonna be knocked up off the pinch. Paul Blart gets the first touch. He gets a second. And what a string of touches from Paul Blart, as he gets University of Houston up on the board first for the first time tonight in game number 1. Things all tied up as we are a little bit over 2 minutes in. Paul Blart staying on the page for Houston. And Red side able to get the first clear. Hinaha able to get the second save. Red side sets up for Hinaha, but he loses that 50-50 effort with Paul Blart. Ball staying on Houston's side of the pitch. Center, just over the mark. But an opportunity here for the Dogs. Here's the setup. Hinaha takes a shot, but Adam, from the top of the goalie box, is able to knock things down and away. And the Dogs doing a good job of setting up, but only have one goal to show their effort. And it's Cryptic able to clear things away, set it up, then knocked away by Red side. Ball contested at midfield. Hinaha pulling things away, but won't be able to do anything with it. 50-50 goes in favor of Paul Blart, but Lalo gets the read and gets the tap. Hinaha bounce off into the corner, but Cryptic once again able to contest for Houston. Houston doing a really good job. But now Lalo with an opportunity here. Tries to bounce off the back wall, but Cryptic gets to it first. A second chance out for Hinaha to maybe come away with the setup, but it is batted away by Houston Premier. We now have 1 minute and 15 left in a really fast-paced game number 1. Adam looking just to carry things away in a 1v1, but won't be able to do anything with it. But Red side, there we go. The man is back up on the board. And all the way from his half, both members from Houston, unfortunately, not able to get the right read. And the Dogs get back their lead.
60 seconds left on the clock.
The Red side has an opportunity here Had full boost to be able to maintain control, but that simply will not cut it. 48 seconds left as the Dogs have another opportunity once more to just add a little bit more padding. Ball set up for Hinaha, but Hinaha just too overextended. The pins try to come away from lay low, but it unfortunately does not convert. Ball rolling to UH Premier's corner, but it's going to stay in that corner. Ball finally cleared away as Riverside looks to be able to convert for a second time. Riverside able to bounce on up, and as the ball slowly bounces down, it's Adam looking to clear things away, but Hinaha gets read and looks to come in on the aggressive. 8 seconds left into the match. UH Premier, they needed a goal here just to tie things up and force OT. Put that down from red side, things are looking slim for UH Premier. The ball narrowly misses the ground as it is cleared away by UH Premier. But unfortunately for them, the Dogs are going to be able to come away and get game number 1 here, as they are now up 1-0. And it is a great job from Fresno State. As you look at that distribution, it is even across the board. Hinaha with 385, Redeside with 356, and Layla with 309. And the craziest part about that, the man on top for the Dogs and the match didn't post up a single goal. It was Hinaha's 2 assists and 2 saves that got him with the highest amount of points on the server. And we'll go ahead and head on into game number 2 with the Dogs already establishing an early lead as we transition back with the correct score on the board. Opening kickoff going in favor of Fresno State. As the ball set up for Hinaha, and Hinaha strikes first for the Dogs. As Lalo, just with a simple touch, as Lalo just able to drive on through, gets a good angle. And once again, the Dogs, they strike first. And off kickoff, the Dogs are once again on the attack, and it's Lalo this time, coming on through, getting a goal of his own. And what a setup by Hinaha. Both members limited on boost, but the Dogs, they're able to come away through, and we're barely 30 seconds into the match, and the Dogs are already setting the pace. As you set things on through, it's UH looking for an opportunity. Adam looking to set up his man, but he won't be able to do so. Velo bouncing it off the wall, able to get one juggle and let one man miss. Velo sets it up for Hinaha. He's maintaining still control, speeds things up, but is contested by Paul Blart. Red side knocks it off to the corner, maybe sets up for Hinaha, but just doesn't have the right read for himself. And Lalo carries it up the wall, and is able to set up red side, who's trying to carry it on up into the corner. Ball bounce off to the corner is good for Hinaha, who takes a shot, and that is just a nice floater coming on through for Hinaha, as the Dogs are now up to 3. And sorry for that, we had a little bit of a delay there. But now it's Hinaha up on the board as the Dogs, they are starting to just run away with this game number 2. As they're not even a minute and a half in, and they already got 4 on the board. Hallbard looks to change his pace, but it's Lalo going to be able to come away off with this first kickoff. Hinaha trying to come up with another goal for the Dogs. But unfortunately for them, it is simply just Fresno State starts setting the tempo for this game. As of all, it's just staying on Houston's side of the pitch. Had the right idea, but just unfortunately wasn't able to execute as he was way too high up. Red side looking to slow things down and maintain control, but it's the Dogs kind of just causing their own harm to each other. But it won't matter as Houston not able to convert off of that. The Dogs need to go on the offensive once again. Ball slowly rolling up in the air. Paul Blart gets the first touch and is setting it up for Adam. Adam rolling things up on the wall, gets the clear, but no one able to get the center shot. And the ball, for the first time in a while, is staying on Fresno State's side of the pitch, and Houston getting a couple opportunities, but not able to come away with any. Red side, though, finally gets a clear for the Dogs, and this is their chance to once again strike. But that opportunity does not last long as Cryptic's able to clear things away, and the ball is staying on Fresno State's half of the pitch. Adam able to bounce off the zone wall. A questionable approach, but it might just work out as Paul Barb with plenty of boost, looking to maintain control before met by Hinaha, who was able to bat it away onto Houston's side. And Red Side goes on the attack in a 2v2. But unfortunately, no demo's going to come on through. And CH Ramir looking to take advantage of the opportunity. Takes a shot, but the ground pinch will not simply convert. A minute 34 left here in the match. And members of both teams getting bumps left, right, and center. A setup opportunity by Cryptic. Ball going to roll up onto the top of the wall by Red Side before getting clear away to midfield and maintained in possession by Adam. Adam able to bounce things away a couple of times before it is contested at midfield, but back into his favor. Has a 1v1 with Hinaha, wins that, but Lalo comes on through with the clear and the save. 1 minute left for Houston to come up with 4 amazing goals. A shot on goal, and that's going to be set up for Paul Blart, who comes away with a goal. And Houston, it took them 4 minutes and 5 seconds, but they are finally on the board. And kickoff's going to come on through, going to go for UH and hold up. It looks like UH isn't done just yet. A great setup for Adam. And despite having 3 in the box, no one was just simply ready for Adam to just capitalize off of it. And the Dogs are going to need to regroup before this gets a little bit too out of hand. As Adam, he gets the demo on Lalo. All 3 members from Fresno State back. Potentially another setup from Adam, but it will not be able to convert. But what will convert is that shot from Paul Blart off the wall. And 30 seconds is all it took for this game to be a 1-goal deficit. As UH, they have managed to turn things around. And the wheels, they are falling off the octane. And Lalo gets the winning kickoff for the Dogs for the first time in the past minute. Ball gonna bounce off the top of the goalpost. Red side not able to convert away with it. The ball bounced off and it's set up off the wall. A clear coming on through for Fresno State. They got 5 seconds. That shot is gonna be on goal though. Is it gonna go in? Yes, it will. What a turn of events. As that is a 4-goal reverse coming on in for University of Houston Premier. They are able to tie things up. And we're set up for overtime. One last chance there before we go in. And here we go. As we head on into overtime, UH Premier showing no signs of slowing down. Ball though cleared away by Hinaha. But he misses his opportunity though. But it might just work out in their favor. Red side taking a shot, but it's way too wide to the left. That gives Paul Blart an opportunity though. He's flying on in through the air. A little bit too far to the right though. Looking for a chance to be able to set things up, but won't be able to do so. Hinaha able to bounce off the back wall. Takes a shot. It's able to bounce, but it does not take the right bounce. But what was that shot off of Lalo? And Lalo gets the goal. And Fresno State, they are able to salvage it. What should have been a guarantee for the Dogs nearly came away with them in shambles in game number 2. But they're able to come away with it as they are able to secure it in overtime. It should not have reached that point, by Hinaha's goal, securing the hat trick alongside Paul Blart for Houston. And now it's the Dogs set up for series point as we head on into game number 3. Man, that was just an insane game number 2. If you're Fresno State, I don't blame you for wanting to take a deep breath, because that was a lot closer than it needed to be. But now we head on into game number 3. We're going to go ahead and switch things back onto the field. Kickoff going to go in favor of the Dogs, but UAH scratch out Fresno State. They're looking to maintain possession there. Lalo, despite having 0 boosts, did a great job of maintaining control. Ball is cleared away though before Hinaha gets the second chance effort here for the Dogs. Players in rotation. Paul Blart looking to clear things over. A good demo for Cryptic though, but the Dogs, they're back in rotation. Lalo has an opportunity to set up Hinaha, and Hinaha's going to be able to capitalize off of it. That is another goal for the Dogs, and they strike first for the 3rd time in a row. And in game number 3, it is Fresno State up on the board first. And okay, the ball able to roll away to the left side. And it is Fresno State going to be keeping control and maintaining the ball onto the left half of the pitch. But UAH Premier looking for an opportunity here. Paul Blart, the carry sets it up for Adam. And Adam is able to convert off with his 2nd goal on the night. And Paul Blart showing he could do more than just get goals. He can set them up as well, as we are now all tied up. And the ball gets set up into the air. And red side maintaining control for just a little bit before the ball is cleared away. Ball is able to bounce on off Lalo, trying to clear things out, but won't be able to do so just yet. Now he has the opportunity here, and he is in full throttle and sets it up for red side right behind him. The ball is sticking to the right half of UAH's field. Red side takes a shot, but he goes in a little bit too fast while being a little bit too high. Lalo coming on in through with a save around halfway through their half of the pitch. Hinaha gets a lighter touch here. Centered, but red side coming in through for the right side, not at the right angle. Red side just passed it over to Hinaha, who may have an opportunity here to set things up. He gets the reset and sets it up to the back wall, but no one there for Fresno State able to read it. And UH Premier looking for their opportunity here to strike and get their first lead onto the night. But nothing do it as of yet. Red side sets it up for Lalo as Lalo hits on into the corner. Pinched off of the right corner before cleared away by Adam. The ball staying on to the UH Premier half of the pitch. as the Dogs, they are sticking with a full foot on to their whole entire foot onto the gas pedal. Inaha with control looks to float it over Cryptic, but Cryptic still able there with a good read. He's going to be able to clear things away. And he goes clear from Paul Blart, and this might be UAH's opportunity to strike. But as the ball rolls off, it's contested at midfield. Regicide though, able to get the touch as it's cleared away, and UAH looks to go on and press their own attack. But the Dogs, with their string of demos and string of touches, they are doing a fantastic job of just controlling the game number 3 into their hands. As we have less than 2 minutes left to go, as we are still all tied up here. The Dogs still yet to strike once again following that opening goal, despite the efforts they have had. And Houston Premier doing a good job of trying to get setups, and once again it's Paul Blart setting up Adam, and off the wall it just simply fell into his bumper, into his front bumper rather, and Houston Premier come away with their first lead on the night. But the Dogs, they're on the attack, however, but a good save from Madam, and that is going to give them just a little bit more time to breathe. The Dogs are going to try to find a way to gain momentum back on their side as they are contesting after contesting. Ball cleared away to the right half before a demo comes on through onto Red's side. Cleared away to the right side. Paul Blart in a 2v1 is simply able to convert things away as University of Houston Premier look to extend their lead. And now they have an opportunity to give themselves a sign of life and hopefully maybe potentially get a reverse sweep on in. But we've seen a lot of things happen in 50 seconds. This is that same position UH Premier was in not too long ago in game number 2. Redicide looks for a shot, but it's cleared away by Paul Blart. But even then, it would have been contested by a secondary member. But Lalo takes a shot. Redicide with a second chance ever won't be able to convert though. And not giving up just yet. Lalo contests and wins the 50-50 with Adam. A shot coming on through though for Regicide. And hold up, we might have a chance for overtime with 20 seconds left. And a good shot on to the left side. No one was there in that 2v1 for Houston. And the Dogs, they have 20 seconds to force overtime and potentially have a chance to add the sweep. But if Houston can maintain control, they could be able to force a game number 4. 8 seconds left. And Houston, they're doing a good job of maintaining their own control, putting this game into their hands. 1 second left. It's off the top of the post. Will it stay in the air? No, it will not. As Houston Premier are going to get their first in this series, as game number 3 goes into their favor. And I like this wake-up call from Houston. The Dogs, they had opportunities, but they simply were not able to convert. And now we're going to be heading back into Champions Field for game number 4. In multiple teams. Ah, man, this is going to be back and forth, I feel like. Because Houston, ever since around that less than a minute mark, in game number 2, they have looked strong. They have looked great. And we'll see if they are going to be able to continue this out as we now head on into game number 4. Ball starting off with UH looking to maintain control. Best Dogs able to clear things away. Lalo off the wall. Maybe setting on up for Hinaha. And Hinaha does have the right read, but it's set up well enough for his teammates. It was, but both teammates collide in the air. And now it's UH Premier's chance to strike. Adam trying to do it on his own, but shot a little bit too high. Lalo getting tracked by Adam as he clears things away on off. Into the UH Premier side of the field. And no one back. But what a contest there. As the ball, it bounced off the right side of the post. And the Dogs, they're able to come up with a good save. And the ball power shot off the wall as it rolls over to the left half of the pitch. Red side trying to contest maybe with a setup, but it is met halfway there. Lalo trying to get a little bit of a barrel shot through, but it will not convert as well. Red side wins 50-50 as it bounces off into the corner. Hinaha bounces it off the wall. Lalo has the opportunity here to strike. Will he be able to do so? No, he will not, as Adam gets the save. Adam carrying that momentum as he carries it over to the left half of the pitch. Paul Blart gets it off the wall, getting his first touch on the match. Lalo gets a shot, bounces off the wall. Can Red Side be able to convert off the shot? Yes, he will. Comes on in through from the right side. And the Dogs, they strike first yet again. Every single game in this series, it's the Dogs striking first. 3:30 or 3:20 left in game number 4. The Dogs set up 4 series points, but UH Premier, they are not backing down, as they have just put up an insane amount of goals over the past 7, or in the previous 7 minutes before this match. The ball bounced off the wall as Red Side is gone, and it's going to be forced to reset. No one there for the Dogs to contest. The secondary commit for Red Side. It was on target, but Cryptic able to defer. A 1v1 for Lalo. And he's going to be able to get it. And not fitting both the ground and the top of the arena. Lalo extends the Fresno State lead to 2. And if you're Houston, you gotta remain calm. You know you can put up a string of goals. But the question is your team gonna be able to be composed enough? Or is Fresno State gonna throw for content and get us to game number 3, or game number 5 rather? Hinaha tries to clear things away to the near side of the field, but won't be able to do so. Lalo doing a good job of playing back as the secondary keeper for the Dogs, as he's going to set up for Red Side to clear things away. Red Side looks to contest this ball that's played up into the air, but does not simply have a good read. Both teams doing a good job at contesting on midfield, but no one dominating over the past minute as of yet. Ball cleared away over to the right half of the pitch, and here's UH's opportunity here to strike. Adam looking to maintain control, but just simply does not have the altitude for it. Cryptic looking for a pitch off the corner of the wall, but once again not able to convert. A minute and a half for UH to strike, and they missed that first strike. But Adam gets the second chance effort, and UH narrows the lead to half. As it's now a 2-1 ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A minute and a half left, and UH look to strike, and they're going to be able to do so. And once again, Houston off what was honestly a great lucky bounce from Paul Blart there. But the Dogs are letting a good opportunity slip away once again. And they keep University of Houston Premier in this. Best they can be able to win the opening kickoff. Trying to set up his teammates, but the question is, are any of them able to read this? No, they are not. But a lot of boost was expanded by Houston Premier. So this is giving Fresno State maybe an opportunity to strike. But a good clear for Houston. And ooh, that ball could have gone in if it hit off the post just right. Both teams trading blows as both teams get a demo on each other's teammates. And the ball just simply continues to be contested. No dominance though as we head on into our 5th kickoff of the night. Ball set up center field, but Ball able to maintain control. He's just trying to style on this Fresno State team. But unfortunately, he hasn't been able to make the same impact as he did in the first game. 30 seconds left and the ball is rolling into UH Premier's half of the field. Bart has an opportunity to clear things away by Lalo. He's there. He's ready. Flexing on up, but Red's side is just able to get the good read. Lalo to maintain control, takes a shot, and with a 1v3, he's able to convert. And with 8 seconds left, that might just do it. And Houston just not able to react in time. And here we go. 6 seconds left. Can Houston be able to do anything here? 2 seconds left. Ball goes into the air. Paul Bart able to hit it up. Bounces off into the corner. And it hits the ground. And unfortunately, that will be it as Fresno State. They are able to win this one in a 3-1 fashion. And that is going to do it. As Fresno State, they go 1-1 on the night. But man, what a great match to watch. See how you do. There we go. But no, a great game that we just saw, and man, that was intense. It was insane. But yeah, the Dogs doing a fantastic job. Man, that was nuts. Let me see if we have anyone for an interview. And it looks like we do. Red's side, he's here and he's ready to go. Let me go ahead and let me just unmute the VC. And hello.
Hello.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
So, I'm doing great. Second of all, you guys made a couple fans really worried in the chat during that second game. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we were sweating a little bit too. I'm not gonna lie. We got a little close, but we managed to clinch it out.
Yeah, you guys were able to clutch it out. So let's go ahead and let's talk about that first game first, because you guys faced a tough UAH white team. At the end of the day, though, just didn't go in your favor. But were there any positives you were able to get out of that first match?
We were just trying to find ourselves, see how we're gonna play, because we just came out of another game, so we're just trying to adapt, see what we can do against this team. So I feel like it was just adapting after the first game. We really got to see their play style.
Yeah, and you guys did a really good job of adapting, as you guys started off strong in both games 1 and 2. But just in curiosity, what happened there in that second game that just allowed them to almost make that insane comeback?
I feel like we were getting caught a little bit off guard at first. I feel like we were kind of relaxing because we were up 4-0, and I feel like the game from both sides, it wasn't like the highest quality, and then all of a sudden they stepped it up. So it kind of caught us off guard, and we kind of slipped into giving them 4 goals back to back.
Yeah, but luckily you guys were able to regroup. So what happened there that was able to help you guys just be able to regroup?
I feel like we just kind of settled in because it was overtime was about to start. So I feel like the overtime timer and the fact that they came back, I think it just hit us in that moment. So we kind of all sat up and he said, okay, let's lock in. And that's what we did.
Yep, you guys locked in perfectly, as you guys were able to, even though you guys did let a game drop after that, you guys still come away with a 3-1 victory, making you 1-1 on the night. But more importantly, that guarantees you a spot in playoffs now. But you guys still have one more week to go, and as you head into that final week, I believe next week, if I recall, What's gonna be your guys' mindset heading into that last week and getting prepared for playoffs?
Probably be to just take it as practice in a way because we already made playoffs, but for sure, like try to win everything we can. Just end off on a good note so we could have like confidence going into the playoffs. Honestly,
Yep, and we're all excited to see that happen in a couple weeks' time. But with that being said, you guys do have one thing left on your minds other than that match, and that is spring break. Last question I'm gonna ask you is, what are your plans for spring break?
I'm gonna have a LAN actually with my cousin, so we're gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be on the RL grind, Valorant grind. You already know Valorant. Watch out, I'm coming for your spot, Vince.
Ooh, okay.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know like that.
Someone clip it. I'll send it over to Vince if someone can get that clip for me, please and thank you. But hey, who knows? Maybe you can gun for Vince's spot. Maybe take over.
No, I'll stick to
Maybe they
Rocket
can
League. I'll
just
stick to Rocket League.
they're gonna
I'll
stick
be
to Rocket
nice. I'll
League.
be nice.
You know what? I respect it. I respect your respecting boundaries. But with that being said, thank you for this little post-match interview. Really do appreciate it, Regicide. Yeah, you have a good night, man.
You too. Take care.
You as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it as Fresno State end the night 1-1. Like I said, Fresno State Blue, they are going to be set up next week with. Let me go ahead. Let me just take a look at the schedule. As next week, Fresno State, they are going to be taking on the OC Eagles, who were last seen undefeated. If they were still undefeated, I have no idea, but we will find out hopefully soon. But whenever I do get an update, I'll go ahead and let you guys know. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for tonight's broadcast of Fresno State Rocket League over here on twitch.tv/Fresno State ES. If you did enjoy tonight's broadcast, feel free to drop a follow here. If you want to follow us on other socials as well, to stay notified on all things Fresno State Esports, you can follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at Fresno State ES. If you want to watch tonight's VOD, it will be available shortly over on our YouTube channel over at youtube.com/Fresno State ES. And if you want to stay notified on all the Fresno State Esports streams from Rocket League to Overwatch to Valorant with playoffs coming up, we have a couple teams making their rounds in playoffs. So if you want to stay notified on those, you can either hit the notification bell down below, or you can join our Discord at !Discord in the chat, and you will be able to join on in. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning on in to tonight's broadcast of Fresno State Rocket League. We'll be back again next Monday, or this upcoming Monday. Whereas even though we'll be on spring break, Fresno State Valorant and myself will not be done just yet. As Fresno State Valorant, they will be taking on San Marcos, looking for a spot in the playoffs. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning on in. We'll hopefully see you on Monday for that match. Have a great spring break, everyone. And don't forget, no classes tomorrow as it is Cesar Chavez Day for my Fresno State people. But if you're not at Fresno State, but you're still in school, have a great spring break. We'll see you on Monday. From the Fresno State Rocket League team, from the Fresno State Esports Media team, I am Ricky J. Have a great night. Peace and love. And go Dogs. We'll see you in the next one. See ya!